Fellas, we have got to talk about this Transphere, specifically about its super attack, Gigantic Meteor. If you want to feel maximum testosterone and adrenaline empowerment, this is it right here. This move will decimate raiders even when you are below their level. Sadly, this is the only redeeming quality of this Transphere, other than Broly looks badass as Survivor and as Ultimate Dragon Change. But yeah, the super attack hard carry. So let's get on with the review so we can see the pros and cons of Broly Super Saiyan Dragon Ball Super Transphere. So for Dragon Ball Super Saiyan Broly, pros, he has an exceptional super, which is Gigantic Meteor, and the super attack has gigantic damage, and the super also has gigantic AoE range or blast radius, whatever you want to call it, and the super can be combo out of vanish kick. So like I said, the super is the only redeeming quality besides the looks of the Transphere. So now let's get on with the cons. So cons: horrible Ki Blast. All Ki Blasts except level 1 are horrible. Level 2 and level 3, horrible. All supers besides Gigantic Meteor are bad, and the model of the Transphere is huge, especially in Ultimate Dragon Change. So being bigger just means you have a bigger hurt box, so it's easier for the raider to hit you. And the last one is you need a team, and if you don't have a team, then you need stuns or be good at banish combo to actually land the super. So you gotta be doing that to be useful. So for Ki Blast, only level 1 is good. Why these were not the level 3 Ki Blast is beyond me. Y'all go ask Dimps. Clearly they only want our money, and they don't care about making cool Transpheres with good Ki Blasts. So yeah, I even tested these Ki Blasts because I'm like, holy shit, they're so bad. Maybe if I hit with them, they break or they stun. They have like a higher stun ratio, but no, they're just bad. They're just bad, and they barely do stun damage. So let me play that clip so y'all can see. Yeah, as y'all can see, everything about these Ki Blasts are pitiful. They barely do damage, they're slow, they don't track good. The damage they do to the stun meter is barely anything. I could add up way more with the level 1s, but yeah, these are bad. I actually rather just fish for melee or dodge all the time than even just wasting energy on throwing these. Like, they're bad. Alright, so with all the bad out of the way, it's actually time to talk about the good, which is only Gigantic Meteor. The only redeeming quality about this Transphere, the only thing it's good at. And that is enough to carry this Transphere to being good, because it is quite ridiculous. The damage is obscene. If you didn't know, landing it on the raider, it instantly breaks their stun bar or their armor, if you want to call it. So that is extremely useful for stealing Dragon Balls and just staggering the raider. So like I said, this move is the real carry of this Transphere, enough to outweigh all the negatives. So to get really good at it and get value out of it, you always want to land it out of vanish. That's the safest way to do it. Unless you have stuns, then you can do that too. But you have got to get used to landing it after vanish. To get really good at landing this consistently, at least out of vanish, just know that you gotta delay it just a little bit, just ever so slightly after you vanish. So you delay it, wait, and then throw it, and it should always be true. And you can see by the raider bar being red still after the vanish. One thing you gotta know about Gigantic Meteor is you will be punished when you whiff. And if you're too close, the first part of the super attack, which I will call the powered shell, because that's what it is, it goes through the raider if you do it too close. This is the range where it's too close, and closer than that it will also just whiff. So you got to be further than that to actually land it. Yeah, so you have to get really good at spacing it out so you don't get punished for whiffing, because it's very long time. It's about 4 seconds that you gotta wait if you just land the power shell into nothing. So you can see here, I solar flare the larva cell, and then I step 2 steps back, then I use it. That's how you want to be using it. This move is really good in team fights. All you gotta do is just wait until somebody melees the raider, take your distance, and just spam away, and you always land it. It is extremely good in team fights for that reason. Just look at the spacing, make sure that you're a bit far away. Thing with gigantic meteors, you don't even gotta land it directly to do damage. You can use it like a little line mine or C4. You just place it in a wall or the STM, and if the raider is close enough when you detonate it, they're busy, they're gonna get hit. As so. So really take advantage of it in this way also, because like you see, the blast radius is gigantic. It's humongous. Look at this fucking thing. It's gigantic. It is the biggest blast radius in the game currently right now. No doubt. No contest. So just go into practice mode, you know, get used to the range of it, or when it passes through the raider, learn the sweet spot of that range, learn how to combo it from vanish kick, learn how to set it up as a landmine, and you'll be on your way to carry more games that you could ever think of. So yeah, this move is pretty good, and for this review, we are gonna give Broly a 8 out of 10, solely carried by Gigantic Meteor. Despite having bad key blast, despite having huge hitbox, it's great, and it's just great. It's huge damage, huge utility of just placing it without landing it, and even when you have the ultimate dragon change, if your teammates set you up, you can just spam it. And honestly, if you can master Gigantic Meteor, this shit's a 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie to you. Definitely no bias there. So, that is it for the review. If y'all have any questions, drop it in the comments. If you have any other techniques with it. If you learned anything today, Gigantic Meteor, that like and subscribe button. And y'all have a good night. Peace.